Alright YouTube, it's Wednesday the 5th of March and with news of a 9-inch Asus EPC, an Intel Mighty Atom and a 3G iPhone coming out in the second quarter of this year. It can only be the Tech News Roundup. Alright, so let's kick things off and go straight over to Macrumors website. The link is as usual over there. And let's get started. News came out in the last week that O2 are to launch the iPhone in Ireland. There's not a lot really being said about this, but it does say here on Macrumors website, it shows the contracts. Visual voicemail is not yet supported. And it's €45 per month for 175 minutes, 100 texts and 1 gig of data. €65 per month gives you 350 minutes, 150 texts and 1 gig of data, and €100 per month is 700 minutes, 250 texts and 1 gig of data. Well, I'll tell you what, I don't really like the look of those contracts, to be honest with you. Ooh, they are a bit steep for what they are. So yes, not overly impressed by that, I have to say, but I thought you might like to know that one. Now there was something about purple iPod Nano. I don't know if anybody has seen this on Macrumors website, but what has basically happened was Circuit City ad, page 20, it says here, showed a series of the iPod Nanos, the silver, the blue, the green, black, and there was one showing that was purple, the same sort of shade of purple as the purple iPod Shuffle, and this has caused quite a bit of talk, to be honest, about whether a purple version is coming out or if it was a printing error or something like that. If you look at the photo, it looks like it's actually one straight off Apple's website, but if you compare it side by side with the one from Apple's website, you see that actually all the colours are off, so it could in fact just be a really bad printing error. So Apple is the #1 laptop supplier in higher education. A computerworld.com blog reports on an interesting comment by Apple COO Tim Cook. Cook revealed that Apple has edged past Dell and is now #1 laptop supplier in higher education. That's got to really be to do with the fact that the Apple MacBooks are fantastic little machines, and also that Apple are very, very good at offering educational discount. So yeah, a bit of good news there. Apparently the iPhone started as a Safari pad. It turns out that Apple were working on the multi-touch features, a touch screen and everything like that, and Apple's multi-touch technology began life not as a cell phone but as a notepad-sized skunkworks project internally dubbed Safari Pad. To his credit, Mr. Jobs seized on the technology and morphed it into the iPhone. It's quite interesting, a little bit more of the backstory behind the iPhone coming out again. So that's really good to see. Now, the 3G iPhone arriving in the second quarter of 2008. Analyst predictions of a 3G iPhone are nothing new, but a new report points to specific sources knowledgeable about the anticipated update. So yeah, the word on the rumours is that about 3G iPhone is looking like it could be out in not overly distant future. And there you go. And that's pretty much it from Macrumors website. We'll go over to PC Pro. First up, and this came out on Friday, that Microsoft is cutting the prices of Vista. Now, Microsoft Windows Vista has had quite a slow uptake, it has to be said, and they've cut the prices. In the US, Microsoft will reduce prices for Windows Vista Ultimate, the company's top-end operating system, to $319 from $399. Now the new price, $319, is £160. However, that is a straight conversion, and I think it will probably be coming out at I don't know, 260 quid or whatever it is over here. Over in the UK, I very much doubt you'll see quite the same level of price drop, but it's worth knowing that the price should be going down. Intel has unveiled the mighty Atom. Intel has picked Atom as the new brand name for its new low-powered processors for mobile devices. Reading about this looks pretty incredible. The chip is less than 25 square millimeters. Chips have a thermal design power of just 0.6 to 2.5 watts, but can reach speeds of up to 1.8 gigahertz. And it goes on to say that because of where was it? Atom is a fundamental new shift in design, small yet powerful enough to enable big internet experience on these new devices. It looks like it's going to see some life in handheld devices, so that's one to watch definitely. Moving on, Asus has showed off a 9-inch EPC. Asus has finally taken the covers of its new 9-inch EPC at CeBIT 2008. Dubbed the EPC 900, the new model has made space for the 9-inch screen by removing the speakers which previously sat either side of it. The speakers now sit underneath the machine, though Asus claims the move shouldn't affect sound quality. Not quite sure that I believe that, just because the sound will be firing at the desk, but still welcome to see a slightly bigger screen going in the Asus EPC, so well done on that one, Asus. And it also goes on to say that the 9-inch EPC will cost around €400, which is £300, and be rolled out in the summer. IBM launches Microsoft Free PC initiative. IBM says it is offering the Linux-based PCs together with Red Hat software, distributor VDEL of Austria and Polish distributor and services firm LX Polska, in response to demand from Russian IT chiefs. Well, this is quite an interesting move to see computers that are going to be shipped without Windows. Linux is starting to get out there a little bit more. This obviously is another step that's being taken by IBM after Dell made the move to put Ubuntu on some of their machines out the box. So moving on, YouTube is to launch a live streaming service. YouTube has announced that it will launch a live video streaming service later this year. From what I've read, this looks like it's going to be similar in principle, at any rate, to Ustream. Such a feature would allow users to broadcast a continuous stream of video to multiple users using nothing more than a webcam. That could be pretty good. You never know, I might actually give that a try, but we'll see. So, and there we go. And finally, and this one is probably going to take up too much time, so I will make a separate video on this one, I think, but we'll see how this goes.